how's it going? I'm back to work today. I've been off work for the holiday and then plus, I think 3 days altogether. So the holiday plus 3 days I've been off work because last week, I think it was Tuesday, my dad had 2 strokes and a mild heart attack. And then the Saturday before that, he had a stroke. So he's been in the hospital. He's healing very, very well. He's getting stronger. The stroke affected his vision, his speech, and his hearing. So, well, also his strength. His heart affected his strength, so they're working with him on that. So I'm back to work today because everything is secured at home and he's looking good, and my faith is being built up. So we're just going to go from here forward into the future because that's what God has planned. And so, under these circumstances, we all know that we have an enemy who does not want us to heal, who does not want us to prosper, and to remain in good health. The enemy does not want that. And so, I was thinking about, all these wicked forces, okay? And how over the last week they've totally overwhelmed me, and I know that it's there, and I just keep putting faith in God that His strength and He's the one that takes vengeance, okay? He says, vengeance is mine. So I have to rest. Isn't that glorious? In the middle of all the wickedness, just rest. It sounds so good to just say that, but when you're being attacked and all that, it's overwhelming. But thank God He has a plan, and thank God He has promised us a future and hope and good health, and that our soul's going to prosper. So imagine this, okay? God says that the vengeance is mine, and no enemy is going to come against you because I'm going to deliver the enemy into your hand. How about that? That might explain some of the overwhelming emotions and I don't even know what you want to call it. You call it whatever it is for you, okay? But God said that He has a promise for us, and that He's going to deliver the enemy into our hand. Now that makes sense to me today, because if you can imagine the enemy, whatever it is for you, being delivered into your hand, what would you do with that? I think that would cause a lot of hate, a lot of anger, a lot of vengeance, a lot of rage. If your enemy, can you imagine your enemy standing right in front of your face and just wanting to clock it? Clock that enemy right in the Norton, That's what I think of. It's like, you want to show me my enemy? All right, let me take him out, okay? But we're not supposed to. We're supposed to have faith in God that He is the one that's going to have vengeance, and He's going to take care of it. And we just have to be grateful that God reveals the wickedness to us. He reveals the plot of the enemy. Okay? That's part of the overwhelming reality of this, is that God is giving us our sight. He gives us eyes to see and ears to hear. We need to hear what the Lord is saying and see the plan that He has in front of us. And if He says, I'm going to deliver the enemy into your hand, you better put your strength in God. Put your hope in God, and you better realize that He's your strength, because you're going to need Him. You're going to need Him through all this. And so we can't get discouraged when we are faced with the enemy. All right? If God is for us, then who can be against us? That's what He says in His Word. So if He's delivering the enemy into your hand today, we have to show mercy and kindness and compassion just as God would. And so I think that's what causes the enemy to flee, because the enemy doesn't want no part of God. There's no goodness in him. God said there's no goodness in him. Okay, there's only light and grace and mercy in God. Okay, that's why the darkness and the light, they have no communion together. Okay, so we have to be confident in God. And so if you know He's your strength, if you say that He's your Savior and He's your refuge and He's your every fulfillment in your time of need, then let Him be your fulfillment and your strength when the enemy has been delivered into your hand. You don't have to take the enemy out like you want to. Just be still. Just be still and know that He is God, and the enemy will flee from you because he knows that God is for you. He knows God is for us. That's why he's coming against us. He wants to know if you know who your God is. And if your God is greater in you than he who is coming against you in this world, then that enemy's going to flee. That's just my confidence today. So I'm sharing that with you because I needed to know that. I need to know that every day, especially over the last week. God has been showing me some things that I need to be still for. I need to humble myself. And I need to be encouraged, and I need to encourage others today because tomorrow I might need encouraged. So just, pass it out and share it with everybody because God is drawing us near. He's pulling us together so that we can be strengthened by His power and His might. So, you guys have a blessed day and be safe on the roads, okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.